Hi guys, Mariella here. I just wanted to basically start off my YouTube channel. I look like shit right now because I've had an entirely rough day. Today's Christmas, and I dread it every year. 4 years ago, actually 5 years ago, my best friend died, which is my grandfather. And yesterday was his birthday. So it always hurts me in a way. I wanted to also bring up the fact that every time I'm down, every time I cry, people will say that I'm acting like a child, or they will say that I'm having my own pity party. Nobody really understands the severity of a mental illness. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with bipolar 2 disorder. And technically, what that means is I get really bad manic episodes and I can flip in a switch. I can be very happy and then something will trigger and I will be the worst person you will ever meet. Following that, I had also been diagnosed with PTSD due to a very violent relationship. Now, when I tell people or confide in people that I believe that I could trust, I always get it turned around on me, meaning that people will always say that it's my fault that I've been hit. It's my fault that they flip out. Granted, every argument, there's always two sides. But I have never seen such hatred from a man to a woman in my life. And have I experienced it? I almost lost my first child due to the fact that he wanted to be a violent alcoholic, creating the PTSD. Now, following that, I met someone that I thought was going to be, with me forever. I was wrong. Marriage is not all that it's cracked up to be. Don't get married until you know you're ready or until you know that that person will never do anything to hurt you. I don't think I have ever had a male in my life other than my best friend who kept it real and who treated me like a real individual, who shows me that there is love out there. But when you are severely depressed and you have a ton of anxiety, the thought of somebody loving you is far from none. I don't think in my life that I could ever find something like that. It seems as if no one can handle my mental illness. And it sucks because it's something I cannot control. Last year, I was also diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, which also gives me the manic episodes as well. Now, during that point in my life, I had an ectopic pregnancy, who the guy that was supposed to be my husband at the time would yell and scream and tell me that I was a baby for acting the way I did when I had almost died on the table. When you don't have someone who's supposed to love you and supposed to care for you, no matter what, no matter the obstacles, through thick and thin, through sickness and health. That's what they say, right? You don't have that, you have nothing. And you feel nothing. All you feel is you want your life to end. I have 2 beautiful boys, but there are times, more than none, that I want to escape. But the thought of them being raised by the people that I, conceived with stops me. But at the end of the day, I still think about it. Would this life be better off without me? Would everybody be better off without me? Would my family be better off without me? I've been the black sheep of my family my entire life. And partly it's my fault, but at the end of the day, it's also their fault as well for pushing me into a corner to make me rebel, to make me be the person I am today. I don't like who I am. I try daily to change it, but no matter what, the drama and the dark cloud will always be over my head, no matter how many times I try to rid of it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why, people are always trying to hurt anybody. And I'm not afraid to tell, the people who hurt me how I feel. There are so many different ways to cope with mental illness. For me, I write. I write a lot. I also listen to a lot of music. And the music I do listen to is, depressing, but it also gives you hope. Let's throw out NF, let's throw out Eminem, and let's throw out Whit Lowry. Those people have helped me so much in my mind. As people would say when I listen to it in the car, that it is a depressing song. But they don't understand what it's like. And mental illness will never go away. The fight for it is endless. And no matter how many countless hotlines or therapists or psychiatrists or whatever, it's not helping. You're always going to feel this way. And going for a walk, no matter what, you may feel good for that day. But then there's something to always trigger it back. And it's the worst thing in the world. So for all the women out there who are dealing with the same exact thing I am, you're not alone. And I'll be here. I'm going to do this once a week. And I will always leave the comments open for questions. You can also message me. But I want everyone to know you're not alone. No matter how much you want to kill yourself, no matter how much you want to cut yourself or harm yourself, I've done it. I've done it countless of times. But it hasn't done anything good. And what I want is to see change in everyone, including myself. I want us all to stick together. So tonight I'm signing off, and I hope what I said will give you a little clarity and give you some kind of hope in knowing that you're not the only one out here. Have a good night.